Hi everyone, I'm Shirley. Today I will present my topic, Data Analytics in Auditing, Enhancing Fraud Detection and Efficiency. The auditing profession has undergone a fundamental transformation over the last decade, driven by the rapid advancement of digital technologies and data-driven tools. Traditional auditing methodology primarily based on manual sampling, limited transaction testing and retrospective review are increasingly being replaced by data analytics approach that allow auditors to evaluate entire data population in real time. This evolution has been driven by the exponential growth of business data, the increasing complexity of transaction, and the growing expectation from regulators, stakeholders, and clients for greater audit quality, transparency, and efficiency. The adoption of data analytics enables auditors to identify irregularities and patterns that traditional methods might overlook, providing deeper insight into fraud detection and risk management. Globally, large accounting firms such as Big Four, Deloitte, PwC, KPMG, and EY has invested heavily in developing proprietary data analytics platforms to support audit procedures. For example, PwC for Halo and Deloitte for Onya platform allows real-time processing of client data to detect anomalies and predict potential fraud risks. The International Auditing and Assurance Standard Board (IAASB) recognized this shift by emphasizing the importance of technology-enabled audit in its standards. Within this context, the implementation of data analytics has become not merely a technological improvement but a strategic necessity for auditors to enhance assurance, quality, and operation efficiency. Next, despite its evidence potential, the implementation of data analytics in auditing presents significant challenges. Many audit firms, particularly medium and smaller practices, struggle to adopt these tools due to financial constraints, lack of technical expertise, and resistance to change. The increasing reliance on automated analytical tools also raise concern about data accuracy, auditor judgment, and ethical accountability. Moreover, while data analytics can enhance fraud detection, its effectiveness largely depends on data integrity and the auditor's ability to interpret analytical results correctly. The challenge, therefore, lies not merely in adopting new technology but in implementing it effectively within the audit process to achieve real performance against and risk mitigation. Auditing regulators and firms face the dual pressure of ensuring that technological innovation aligns with professional skepticism and ethical standards. Okay. The research problem this study addressed is the gap between the advantage of data analytics to optimize audit efficiency and fraud detection and the practical challenges of its implementation across the auditing profession. Next, the main focus of this research is to explore how data analytics enhance fraud detection and audit efficiency within the auditing profession. In recent years, data analytics has revolutionized how auditors collect, analyze, and interpret information, transforming audit from manual sample-based assessment into continuous and data-driven assurance process. The research seeks to understand how data analytics tools such as predictive modeling, machine learning, and visualization systems are being adopted to identify anomalies, assess risks, and improve the overall quality of audit. Furthermore, the study focused to evaluate the challenges and barriers that auditors encounter in integrating these technologies, such as skill gaps, data reliability, and ethical consideration. To achieve this focus, The study will focus on several core objectives. First, seek to examine how data analytics contribute to improve audit efficiency by streamlining procedure and enabling real-time analysis of large data population. Second, it aims to assess how data analytics strengthen fraud detection through techniques that reveals hidden patterns and irregularities within financial transactions. Third, research will investigate the implementation challenges that hinder the widespread adoption of data analytics. Lastly, the study will analyze the best practice demonstrated by leading global audit firms to determine strategy and smaller and mid-tier firms can adopt to improve their technological capabilities. Next, to lead the direction and focus of this study, the three primary research questions have been formulated. First question, investigate how data analytics enhance fraud detection and audit efficiency, exploring both the technical mechanism and the organizational changes involved in its integration. Next, examine the challenges auditors face in adopting the implementing data analytics, such as cost constraint, resistance to change, lack of analytical expertise, and issue of data governance. Lastly, the third question is identify the best practices from global auditing firms, particularly the Big Four, that can be applied more broadly to improve the adoption of data analytics. Next. This research holds significant for auditors, regulators, and policymakers who are increasingly focusing on digital innovation to enhance audit quality. For auditing professionals, it provides practical insight into the application of data analytics to analyze anomalies more effectively and optimize audit resource. For academic and regulator bodies, the study enhances to the growing literature on audit digitalization, offering evidence-based perspective on the implementation of analytics in audit procedure. Moreover, the study highlights the skill and competency auditor requires a technology-driven environment such as data literacy and analytical reasoning and cybersecurity awareness. The importance of data analytics in the before audit transformation strategy illustrates how the profession is evolving globally. Mid-tier and small firms can also draw lessons from these global practices to remain competitive. Next. In summary, this chapter introduced the approach of data analytics in auditing. It identified the core program of adoption and integration, and outlined this study objective, question, and significance. The increasing reliance on analytics tools signify a paradigm shift towards more predictive and data-driven audit methodology. However, this transformation also raises challenges related to ethics, data quality, and audit competency. Next. The adoption of data analytics in auditing significantly enhances fraud detection by allowing auditors to test 100% of transactions instead of limited samples. Analytical tools such as band for load analysis, outlier detection, and predictive modeling help identify suspicious trends, duplicate payments, or fictitious vendors that could indicate fraudulent activity. Furthermore, visual analytic tools allow auditors to detect irregular transaction patterns that are difficult to identify through manual inspection. Data analytics also streamlines audit workflow by automating data extraction and reconciliation through improving efficiency and enabling auditors to focus on high-risk areas. Beyond efficiency, enabling analytical driven audit improves transparency and accountability by producing data support the evidence for audit opinions. Data analytics promotes continuous auditing, a model where transactions are monitored in real-time way, leading to more proactive risk management. This shift from retrospective auditing to predictive analytics allows auditors to anticipate potential risks before they materialize and making the audit function a value-added activity rather than a compliance exercise. Despite the clear benefit, the implementation of data analytics in auditing faces multiple challenges. The most significant barriers include high implementation costs, lack of technical expertise, and data implementation issues. Many firms still rely on legacy systems that are incompatible with modern analytical platforms, which making more extraction and cleaning time consuming. For instance, a survey of 100 and 15 audit firms in the United States found that over 16% of respondents identify system incompatibility as a major obstacle to adopting data analytics. Furthermore, auditors often lack the necessary analytical and IT skills to interpret data model effectively, creating a competency gap. Even with advanced technology, auditor judgment remains central to ensuring audit qualities. Data analytics can support but not replace auditor professional skepticism, as human oversight is crucial in distinguishing junior anomalies from begin data aversion. For example, a study of before auditing found that auditors who integrate data analytics with traditional judgment methods identify irregularity more accurately than those relying solely on automated tools. The adoption of data analytics in auditing represents one key insight in this conceptual framework, encompassing tools such as AI, predictive analytics, and anomaly detection. The Big Four audit firms Deloitte, PwC, EY, and KPMG lead global efforts in embedding data analytics into global auditing practice. Each has developed professionally analytic platforms that automate audit testing and enhance risk assessment. EY, Helix, and KPMG Kiara similarly focus on integrating client data to provide continuous auditing capabilities. The literature review demonstrates that data analytics significantly enhance fraud detection and audit efficiency by enabling comprehensive data testing, real-time risk assessment, and predictive insight. However, successful implementation requires overcoming challenges related to data quality, cost, skill development, and ethical consideration. The experience of global audit firms provides valuable lessons from the wider profession, emphasizing the need for continuous learning, ethical governance, and technological adaptation. Overall, the integration of data analytics represents a transformative opportunity for the auditing profession to enhance both its assurance, creativity, and societal trust. That's all for my presentation. Thank you.